Yeah, that was a very good fight last night, man. Between Hitchins and Paro. Me personally, I still think the Matias fight was like a lot more back and forth, but towards the middle of the fight, Hitchins separated himself a lot, a whole lot. Definitely outclassed him. Yeah, I kind of seen the same situation when earlier this year we was talking about Matias and Hitchens when that was brought up as far as the option. And a lot of people said, "Oh well, he don't want that fight. He gonna run." I'm like, "Run? Where's this running stuff coming from?" Let's get to that. You ain't gonna hear nobody talk about that today, huh? Where's all this running stuff coming from? You know them narratives is over with, right? You know those were narratives. And when that was just stuff people like to say that sound good. But I hope if anybody who watches boxing goes around and say, "Hey man, I know boxing." I hope you ain't been saying Richardson Hitchens been he runs. I hope you ain't been saying that. I hope you ain't been saying that. Let's hope that. Yeah, it's hard to run from that. Yeah, it's hard to run from that. See, when talking trash goes wrong, because I had to sit back for a year and a half, 2 years now, and hear about running and oh he ain't like that and he ain't that good and rah rah rah. Now people can't even sit up here and congratulate this man on his victory. You know, it's sad when they more loud. They loud more when it's the hate, and they'll be the first ones talking about somebody be hating on taking all this stuff. Y'all hating on Hitchens. It look like. Is anybody gonna congratulate him yet? That disrespect be. Y'all notice the disrespect be louder than the congratulations. Now that's some hating right there. A runner. Everybody a comedian when everybody a comedian when they talking about a fight, but you said what Lemos did. Lemos never did nothing. Lemos is 0-2 in America. Lemos never did anything. I try to tell people that. That was another narrative that Lemos did something. Lemos almost got stopped in that fight. I can play it right now. I can play the video right now where Lemos almost got stopped in that fight. I can pull the footage up right now and show where Lemos almost got stopped by Richard Hitchens, and no one mentioned it. I can pull up a video where what else? But you know, it is what it is. This is where the narrative died, man. The narratives is Richard Hitchens to put the nail in the coffin on the narratives for 2024. Every fighter that people said that was ducking or a runner, Oh yeah, yeah. I was just playing a little beat I made. That was it. Yeah, Paro looked good though first 3 or 4 rounds, but after that it was a wrap. He couldn't do nothing. Nah, I wouldn't say Paro was a hype job. Porco, what's up, Rich? Yeah, yeah. I had me too. Yeah, me too. I did too. I thought I was tripping because I wasn't paying attention that first round. Cause I was turning on the video around the first round. I was like, look like Paro kind of dominated early on. Yeah, Paul was working that jab, man. And Hitchins couldn't time it. And his countering was off a little bit. When it got to about the 5th round, that's when he started going boom, 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 boom. That's when Paul was like, oh, okay, I can't. Paul was like, no, I'm not going forward. Yeah, Hitchins definitely got some power. Yeah, that 5th round was a wrap. It was slow in the 5th round, but it was a wrap after that. When I seen Paro going left to right, I was like, he done. And another thing too, Paro got tired. He did a better job in this fight because he got tired against Matias like the 10th round, 9th round. Might even been the 8th round. He was hot dogging it. You remember because Matias had started late. He didn't start to like round 7 or 8 or something like that. So, Liam Paro was hot dogging in the last 4 rounds. He was trying to. Nah, the crowd was good. I ain't really see the crowd tripping like that, to be honest with you. I think this, no, I think the Puerto Rico crowd was pretty good. I could, yeah, I think they just came to see a fight, a good fight. I don't think the crowd played too much into it. Yeah, it seemed like they was pretty neutral. I couldn't hear any words, but from what I seen, it seemed like it was pretty neutral from the vibe of it. Yeah, that one judge is crazy. Yeah, yeah, Australia gonna bounce back though. It happens. America done had a bad year as well in some parts. Other parts, we done had some great years. Our year hasn't been too spectacular. It's been good. Hitchens did well. Other guys as well. Yeah, yeah. But Paro, he's still a dog though. You talking about like some tank power? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. He probably can. From what I seen, Hitchens, when he let his hands go, bro, he doing something. You know what I'm saying? Last night, if he would have let his hands go about a little bit more, yeah, Paul would have been up out of there. Yeah, Hitchens want to fight Haney, man. Hey, it's the fight game. Make it do what it do. But they trying to do Teofimo Lopez though. Eddie Hearn ain't stupid. Eddie Hearn trying to do Teofimo Lopez fight. He trying to get Bob to feed him Teofimo. He said that's a fight they'll do for Riyadh season too though. He said it's more like a Riyadh season fight. I ain't watched the Hackett fight. I don't know. Everybody, it's like 50-50. A lot of people saying he got robbed. A lot of people say he was getting touched up. I ain't gonna cap. Before I saw the fight, when I was looking at the just back and forth at his opponent, I was like, bro, he can lose this fight. But I ain't watching yet. I don't know. It's 50-50. What you think? What you think happened in that Hackett fight? Ain't nobody saying nothing specific. I heard a lot of people say he was getting touched up. Then somebody said he won the first 6 rounds, 7 rounds. I ain't even watched the highlights yet, man. They got some highlights up. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I heard that. He called him out. Yeah, it did. It turned to Devin versus Kambosos all over again. He couldn't bring nothing to the table, bro. They said that he was robbed. Yeah, I'm hearing 50% of people saying he got robbed. The other half say he was getting touched up. I don't know. It's weird because some people saying the commentary was biased. Well, of course, you know the commentary. I didn't hear the commentary last night. I don't know. Did they have hometown commentary? They had the zone, right? So they had the zone. I know one time they had a fight in Mexico. They had like Mexican commentators on there though. They didn't have what's his name up there? And he almost got submitted. Yeah, I thought something like that crazy was gonna happen. Man, yeah, I'm kind of sick, bro. Cause man, what's his name? I knew Troy was gonna win, bro. I was like, man, oh boy, I knew Troy was gonna win last night. I almost got every fight right last night. Troy ended up winning. I was like, dang, bro. I knew everybody else was gonna win. Yeah, it was kind of weird last night. I don't know why they was booing about that battle fight though. They was tripping. You said he lost? Ray said he lost, clearly. I don't know, bro. Like from body language, I'm telling y'all, from body language, when he walked out that ring, his face was looking like, bro, I ain't let my hands go for real. Nah, I ain't think Battle got raw. I ain't think Battle robbed him because he had control most of the fight. Besides a couple of shots, you know what I'm saying? Battle was doing. He was aggressive the whole fight. So I don't know what they talking about. I'm confused on that one. He got booed and everything. I was confused on that one. To be real, I was confused. It was close though. Yeah, he was trolling though. It was funny. If you go see his post-fight interview, it's hilarious. I ain't gonna lie, I might have to clip it for audio. For a soundbite. Yeah, he's saying that he clearly lost. If Hitchins had add more to his, he could start dropping dudes. Yeah, he could have dropped them last night. He was throwing all that last night, but he wasn't throwing it that much. He threw it like 2 or 3 times in them combinations you just said, and almost dropped him. He almost got him up out of there. I'm gonna be real with you. Hitchins got the skills, but he gotta let them hands go when he get in front of these other guys. Yeah, as a car guy, I didn't pay him much attention. My homeboy was like, yeah, he gonna win. I was like, I ain't see nothing from him. And he said rather open scoring. I don't know. They did that for that Canelo fight. It ain't make that much of a difference. I heard they was still robbing. What was that fight they did? Didn't they do that for the Austin Trout fight? I heard they were still robbing on some rounds, and that made the boxing like, cause like sometimes it help, sometimes it don't. You remember how Tank was hearing the score? He like, oh, I'm down, or Crawford. But sometimes if you like a B-side fighter, and you hearing that you down, you might try to go for the knockout and end up getting dropped or something. It might lead to more knockouts. So you never know. It could be a good thing. Because if you know what the score is and you think the fight close, you probably just laying back. So yeah, it could help. I wonder if boxers will vote for that. If you're a boxer, you would want to know what the score is. It's like playing basketball, you don't know what the score is. Yeah, his defense ain't that, because he could have got Dobson up out of that last fight. I'm gonna be real with y'all, because I'm a fan of Hackett. He could have got Dobson up out of there last fight. But Dobson a good fighter. But he could have got Dobson up out of there. Yeah. You know what I think it is, man? I think it's the activity and just facing different kind of fighters. They facing these different kind of styles, like these Puerto Rican fighters and Ukrainian fighters. It's gonna look ugly. It's gonna look ugly. That's why a lot of these fighters stay into the amateurs till they about 28 years old. It's gonna look ugly. It's definitely gonna look ugly. Yeah, anytime you fighting a Ukrainian style or Puerto Rican style, it's gonna look ugly in a lot of fights. Shoot, Paro, he in some rounds last night, he was looking better than he did against Matias, but he couldn't put together no 5, 6, 7 rounds. That wasn't finna happen. Yeah, he was putting some stuff together them first 2 or 3 rounds. But I ain't even see the Hackett fight, man. If he fought worse than he did against Dobson, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, that's a L then. Dang. Yeah, I'm still mad about that Cole fight, bro. I knew that was gonna happen too. Old boy got heavy hands, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I should have did predictions, man. It was so many fights. It was like 20 fights. That would have been too many to put out. But I got every prediction right though. Should have put out. Yeah, Ishmael Davis, he get beat by Boychuk. Yeah, he get beat by him. But Ishmael Davis, if he let his hands go, he'll be all right. Yeah, kind of. He said Robinson. What's up, Robinson? Robinson reminded him of Boots. Yeah, I know what he's saying. It's just them styles they facing. It's kind of late in the game. You know, Hackett's he's still young, so he good. But my thing with Hackett, I'm gonna be 1,000 with y'all. I don't know what bruh be eating, but at sometimes I'm like, man, he look big. He definitely got in control of that weight. If you trying to cut a whole bunch of weight real quick, that ain't gonna help your performance either. But it probably ain't about that though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna make it about that, but just me personally, I'm just saying like, at that age when he young right now, you don't want to be doing that, because then you'll be skipping 2 weight classes. You might go from 47 to straight to 60 or something. Gotta make sure he control what he eating. If you're gonna be fighting at this level right now, you gotta be treating your body like a pro. Yeah, it was a lot of them fights was boring last night, not gonna lie to you. The ESPN one was a big letdown. I had a feeling it was gonna be like that. Like once I seen Ramirez come out throwing that jab, I was like, man, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm ready for these fights to be over with. And I never say that about boxing. They ain't come out with no fire last night. But yeah, the Hitchins and Paro fight, that was a good fight. Everybody watched that fight. You could tell by the responses that everybody else didn't care too much about the other fights that happened. But yeah, I gotta go back and look at that Hackett fight though. I usually don't miss prelims, but man, they been robbing so much lately. I've been like, man, I'll watch replays on those. Cause you know, by the time you see a robbery or something, you ain't gonna want to see the main event. You like, man. Now, if you're just trying to watch the main event, it's different. Yeah, the zone gotta do better with their commentary, bro. If they finna be having everybody, that's what I was saying. If the zone finna have all these platforms come to their platform, they gotta do better on their commentary, bro. I've heard they commentary where they be talking about something random in the middle of a big fight. I'm like, man, what they doing? They talking like this baseball or something. Yeah, no, they weren't boring. But I ain't like that performance by the B side fighters though. Baroka, that's a good fight, bro. He a dog. I don't think they gonna put him in there with Hitchins right now. But he a dog though. That dude really is a dog. I would love to see him fight Matias. I ain't gonna lie. He said, "Do you think Gary Antoine Russell deserves a title shot versus Rayo?" I don't know. We talking about 140. We talking about 140. I mean, if I was to use that logic, right? Let me say this: if I was to use that logic, that would mean that yeah, I'm okay with it. I'm gonna tell you why. Because if I wasn't okay with him getting a title shot, right? That mean I shouldn't have been okay with Rayo getting a title shot. Because you know Rayo had lost to Dela Santos and he had just lost to Colbert. I know people say it was a close fight, whatever, but on paper that's a loss. And also, all he did was beat Colbert and he got a title shot after that. You know what I'm saying? So add another weight class that Gary Antoine Russell was at already. So yeah, you know, it makes sense the way things going right now. Ain't no rules no more, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no rules no more. If we playing by the rules, we just gonna be old men playing with rules. You know, they don't care about rules no more. Especially with Turkey involved, ain't no rules. Shoot, really, it's rankings, but it ain't no rankings. We just seen guys we didn't know that was ranked fighting for titles recently. So, you know, it's ranked, but they gonna be able to do with all that. Do I think Gary Antoine Russell beat Rayo? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what kind of fight that is. I ain't really look at that yet. Like Rayo got enough power to, you know, get him up out of there, to be honest with you. Cause I don't think Gary Antoine Russell defense is where it need to be. His defense could be a lot better. Puello, he was getting hit against Puello like, nah, in ways he shouldn't have got hit. Yeah, $25 cards. That Joshua card was 15. Shoot, I don't know. They like the fights over there. They gonna do another one in March. They gonna do another one in March. I feel what you're saying though. I understand what you're saying. Different kind of vibe. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Definitely a different kind of vibe. Make you kind of look away while the fight on. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, it was definitely boring at times last night. Yeah, I was saying that sometimes, man, them fighters, they don't be feeling like they have no fire when they be fighting, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't see no fire. I seen that fire. He said my cousin dressed up a turkey for Halloween. That's crazy. Yeah, he did a bad job promoting this fight, though. I ain't gonna lie. Very bad job. Started super late too. Very bad job promoting this fight. Very bad job. He started super late. The stuff he did recently, I mean, over the last couple of weeks, as far as the stuff he was putting out, that was okay. The face-offs, but yeah, it could have been better as far as the attraction. He kind of started a little bit too late. Then he started after all that stuff we had in November. Then nah. Then Tank had a press conference this week, and they try and do a press conference at the same time. Nah. And we already know Tank press conference had more views than the Paro and Hitchins. So it was a disaster. Nobody knew the fight was on just because of that reason. Yeah, that Tank homeboy too. I would have said, hey man, you gotta wait till Monday to do that. He said he gets all the fighters beat. Yeah, he be putting them in there with some, bro, the matchmaking that go on, bro. I said that recently. I'm like, man, you better get Eddie, boy. You gonna get you a bag. I said it earlier this year. I ain't want to put it out there, but I was like, man, you better get him. You gonna be all right. Get some money off of him. All you gotta do is bet against Eddie. I don't know what it is, man. As soon as somebody get around Eddie, they catching L's. Think about it. Tiafimo had one fight with Eddie. What happened? Dude had one fight with Eddie Hearn. Tiafimo said, I'm gonna just get this fight with Eddie Hearn. I'm gonna be up out of there. That dude lost his belts and everything. Yeah, them 7 a.m. cars is crazy, bro. Them 7 a.m. cars. I know that day of reckoning car had to be like 6 a.m., 5 a.m. because it was like 8 or 9 a.m. when they started. And Eddie Hearn was like, he had to tell our turkey recently they got to cut. Who told me that? You told me that, Nello? You told me that Eddie Hearn had cut down on the fight card because it was too long. Told Turkey to cut down on the fight card. That's why that Wembley card only had like 6 fights, something like that. You said why they go over there? They want that bag. They want that bag and they want that activity. They want the bag. They want the activity. That's why. What's up, Whitlock? That's why they go over there. They want the bag. They want the activity. They want to fight 3 or 4 times. Um, Eddie Hearn, he did most of the fights with Devin Haney, even though Devin Haney was like on Showtime for like 1 fight or something like that. But he did most of his fights on his YouTube in Mexico. But he built himself up early. But Eddie Hearn had took in Haney. I know he had Tevin Farmer for a while when the zone first started. Um, shoot, Tevin Farmer was hustling the zone for a while. When the zone first started, he was a big deal on the zone. Um, he got Danny Jacobs some good fights. Who else? Yeah, he did a good job with a couple fighters, America. But yeah, I know what you're saying. But yeah, he's had like Haney, a lot of guys he got wasn't really big names that was being used over here like that, or people that was probably gonna get shut out. Before he got Hitchins, Hitchins was with Mayweather, but nobody knew that he was with Mayweather. So it didn't really help his situation. He said, I'm dry cookies. Yeah, that boot situation, wow. Yeah, I had put a video out earlier this year when I was just telling people, Boots, man, he need the money and the activity right now. He could have got the fights at PBC, but you only gonna fight about one time a year right now. And in Boots' situation, if he at 147, he can't take the opportunity to be fighting one time a year. That just ain't gonna work. He might well just get a build up if he would have re-signed with PBC. Cause even Barrios, I don't think he fought. I think hold on, Barrios probably fought twice. Yeah, I think Barrios did fight twice. He fought. Oh, I think both can. Nah, one Canelo card or both. I think. Yeah, they be going with Eddie for that money and that activity. You see a lot of people right now in PBC talking about some money and situations like that, so it's getting weird. Yeah, when that Adrian Broner situation happened, I was like, that's kind of weird. Yeah, I like watching boxing at night. During the day, it's cool though. It's cool, but yeah, I like it at night though. These other countries, it's at night, so I know that in Ghana and Joshua, it was nighttime where I was at. It was pitch black when that fight started. We talking about in the spring, so it don't get dark till about 8 o'clock. It was like 9 o'clock on the East Coast. He said Jake Paul was saying take press conference with low budget. Yeah, man, I was mad about that, man. I can't believe we got Tank Davis press conference looking like that. Out of all the stars in boxing, you got Inouye press conference looking nice. Jake Paul, Canelo. They rolled Tank out, but it was in DC the second one, so I'm cool with that. It was cool. It was in DC, so I'm cool with that. I like Lamont Roach. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Lamont Roach. So I like they had the fight at DC. I mean the press conference, not the fight. Should have had the fight in DC, but the press conference. But it looked cheap, man. Especially that first one. I'm like, man, nah, can't do that, man. I ain't gonna lie. If they came out and said, nah, Tank was in charge of everything, I'd be like, all right, okay, that makes sense then. That's why it looked like that. Oh, okay. Shoot, maybe he is at this point. Oh yeah, yeah. It looked super weak. Yeah, it was ghetto. Yeah, that first one was super weak too. The second one, I already knew that was gonna be a hood, but the first one, it was definitely weak. And it took all day, man. At this point, man, he got to be putting on his own press conferences. I'm telling you. He said T.O. might join PBC the way Canelo connected to I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. That sound random, but that make a lot of sense, bro. Yeah, can't, yeah, Porco, you right, man. Getting the best fights is that's the move right now. Yeah, that make a lot of sense. Because from what I've been hearing, just from what I'm hearing, Canelo, he comfortable with PBC, but whoever paying, that's what he with right now. But if he's seeing different kind of money right now with messing with Al Heyman and whatever, maybe he just like, okay, I just roll this out for another 2 years or whatever. But I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. It's a lot of moves getting made right now. A lot of changes. I know Canelo ain't gonna turn down no turkey money though. He said Jack. I didn't like what Jack did against what's his name? Prograis. I felt like Jack was getting touched up way too much against Prograis. Way too much. He gonna have some issues because Hitchins counterpunching too good. And Jack's style is kind of similar to what Paro does. Yeah, Jack gonna be a dark horse though. He gonna be the dark horse. We gotta see what yeah, Hitchens did say that might be the next fight though. I'm not gonna lie to you. If Tiafimo name doesn't come up, it could be Catterall. If Haney isn't I don't know, man. If I don't know. Eddie Hearn probably like, nah, I'll just save that for like a unification or something. If I was to fight with Haney. But we don't know. I don't know the news behind that. Yeah, I like Jack. I like Jack at 140. I like Jack at 140. I gotta see what if they gonna stick him in a ring with somebody else. But him versus Hitchens, I'm trying to see if somebody else style at 140 would give Hitchens some issues. Probably a Sandor Martin. But yeah, Catterall, Sandor Martin, yeah, I like those two styles against Hitchens. Yeah, those make a lot of sense. More than Josh Taylor. I think more than Pitbull. No, Ryo would sound good. Barbosa, I don't know if they're gonna put Barbosa in there with him. Barbosa want a shot. He want a shot at the title. I think Barbosa a good style to line up with him too. It's always them guys who ain't the best that always catch people off guard. You know what I'm saying? Barbosa be yeah, because he can counterpunch a little bit too. I would say he a better counterpuncher than Paro is. He said put some respect on his name. he should have had. He should be undisputed. Hey, he should be undisputed. They really robbed him. Man, I was so mad when they robbed Jack Catterall that first fight. But that last fight against Josh Taylor, that was a little closer though. Bob said, I will never bring another American over here. He was so mad. I'm like, Josh Taylor not even American. Yeah, he looked huge at 140. Putting on that muscle now, man. Yeah, Paro looked bigger too since the last fight. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that I don't know, man. I know we might see. Shoot, we could probably see Boots and Anthony Joshua on the same card or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised, to be real. I thought that was just a thought last year, but that might actually happen. Yeah, Jack. Yeah. To be honest with you, Jack is somebody who will be interested in the fight for a title right now, 140. Yeah, that'll be an interesting fight. Tiafimo, I don't know if he can beat Catterall right now. They're trying to get Hitchins in there with him, but if they can get Catterall in there with him, he probably can catch him slipping. Tiafimo been rusty lately. He said Tiafimo in that weight class. Hey, if his power raised up at 47, yeah, I'm rolling with that. If his power is there at 47, if he get more power at 47, I'm rolling with him at 47. It's hard to tell why he ain't been knocking guys out lately. Cause he has been beating a lot of people up with his power, but Tiafimo ain't been getting them up out of there at 140. But a lot of those guys got chins though. Like even Claggett, with all them losses. That dude got some impressive wins though. I think the most impressive win I seen from Claggett was that Mariano fight. That guy Keyshawn fought on that Stevenson undercard. That dude was tough. Yeah, I don't think they fought enough people right now. At one point, I was like, man, I would have loved to see that Gary Antoine Russell and Boots fight. I wanted to see them fight. Yeah, 'cause I felt the same way. I wasn't too high up on them just because they ain't fought enough different kind of faces yet. They just now starting to fight, the different kind of countries and Ukrainians and stuff like that. That's why I was like, right now they got to fight a lot of styles before they get to their best. They had the potential to be the best because Hackett, he only 21? Did somebody say 21? Unless if he's 21, he good. Now if he older than that, I'm like, I don't know about that, man. I think he's 21. Yeah, he's 21. So yeah, he good. Hackett, he good. But Boots, he gotta get on the ball though. Just because all the guys around his age, and now it's guys younger than him that's trying to pull his card right now. So, and then the thing about Boots is he got a lot more competition around his age group and around his weight class than Crawford did when he was coming up. So it's gonna be a tough road. But I think he's ready for it though. He been fighting good competition all his career, amateurs, everything like that. Shoot, I seen him fight Hitchins a long time ago. I seen him fight Hitchins in the amateurs. That was like one of the first time I seen Boots. I was like, oh, okay, he piecing up this Hitchins guy. Oh yeah. I already know. Yeah, that Karen dude, he ran it back, bro. That Karen dude was not no bum. That Karen dude was not no bum. You think Hitchens have better? Yeah, the last time they fought, Boost won, but I would say in 2 years, it could be something realistic, especially if both of them with Eddie Hearn. He said Boost Virtual Dash to work. Man, then Madramal sat up here and pulled out of the boy chuck fight. I'm like, dang, bro, you gotta get extra prepared for Virgil, don't you? Hey, Virgil said yes. That's all I know. I can't even pick no sides. All I know is Virgil just moved to 154 this year, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Virgil just moved to that weight class. It ain't like he been in this weight class for 2 years or a year. He just moved to this weight class. Everybody act like Virgil been in that weight class already. He just got there. I'm like, man, well, you know, to move up. Basically, all Boots had to do was not weigh in at 147 for one fight. I mean, we've all done it, bro. We've seen people weigh in at 154 for one fight. You know what I'm saying? But people got to understand, Roy Jones was going from like 160 to heavyweight, stuff like that. So he done already did. That's the type of stuff Roy Jones was doing. Yeah, Boychuk fight Ishmael Davis, who somebody just mentioned just a minute ago. Ishmael Davis, the dude who fought Josh Kelly, he decent, he good, he watchable. He gonna go in there and give him a fight. Got a chin. Man, Virgil might go in there and stop him, man. I'm gonna be real with you. At first I was like, yeah, Madramal. I was like, yeah, Madramal gonna get at work. Because if Madramal gonna get a shot at Virgil right now, yeah, you should have just fought Boychuk then. And then go into that fight. He can't even do that. That's crazy. A lot of people said, nah, he ain't finna do that. I was like, yeah, he finna do it. He's not gonna do it, man. Oh yeah, 154 loaded. They got some guys at 154 that would have took his spot. That's a turkey card too. Yeah, they would have had to fill in. Shoot, I would have filled in for him at 154. That's a turkey card too. Yeah, Majamal better be very sure that he know what he doing. Him and Virgil fought what, a week apart, so yeah, we would have found somebody at 154, Rich, for that turkey card. Let me see. Uh, I would probably put Hitchins 3. I'll probably put him 3, and then I'll leave the list the same. I'll probably put Hitchins 3. I keep forgetting Jack Catterall low key did beat Josh Taylor like twice though. On paper he didn't, but yeah, I keep forgetting that. To be real with you. Yeah, Hitchins talking about Catterall next. Hitchins want all the smoke. Trust me, we ain't gotta worry about nobody getting called out. They already been called out. Hitchins gonna make sure. He done called all the names out. Eddie Hearn was right next to him. He was like, Teofimo in New York. Nah, he said, I'm trying to have a fight in New York. Hitchins was like, I want to fight in New York. And Eddie Hearn said, Teofimo? He was like, yeah. Yeah, Teofimo in New York. All right. He said Catterall should get a title fight next, though. That makes sense, bro. Catterall low-key did beat Josh Taylor like twice, even though, the first fight was what it was. They gotta mean something at 140 right now. With all the new faces we got. Yeah, it said rated. He said Virgil gets elected to full WBC champ soon. Yeah, that'll be good, man. Virgil Ortiz at full champ status, that'll be good because I don't know. Like, from what I'm seeing, I don't know. If I was Terrence Crawford at 154, if he does get a chance at Canelo eventually or whatever happens, after that, I don't know if he'll entertain 54, to be honest with you. Now, if it was to the point where Canelo was still undisputed champ and had all the belts, and you Terrence Crawford, maybe he would have entertained 54, but, there's no chance of getting undisputed, so I don't think he'll circle back for 54. So I think a guy like Virgil Ortiz, that's why they're making that Virgil Ortiz and Majamal fight now. Because whoever is the main guy out of that circle at 54, or the top 5 main guys who end up coming out of that circle at 54, they're gonna be big names when it's all said and done. Gonna call a lot of shots too, especially if Turkey's still around. He said he want 3 Lambos to talk to Turkey. Yeah, he just trolling. He trolling. Yeah, he trolling. For all we know, man, Tank probably already talked to Turkey already. I know Canelo been in Saudi already. I dropped that little hint, but if you go look at that Joshua and what's the guy name? Andrew Ruiz fight, the second one. Yeah, he was in Saudi out there. I'm pretty sure Tank done ran into the guys from Saudi. He'd have been around Floyd all these years. I can almost pretty sure see that. I want to see a real boogeyman in all divisions. Yeah, me too. That's what we trying to figure out right now. Like who really the boogeyman? Because you never know, man. Like Virgil Ortiz, he getting comfortable at 154 right now. Even though he did have that performance that went great against Boychuk, he's still a guy who's new to 54. So for him to be running around and trying to fight everybody right now, that's like, it makes a lot of sense why he's causing a lot of issues right now as far as with guys not wanting to fight him. You said Floyd doing another exhibition? Probably. He getting older, so it'll be harder to see him doing one 2 years from now. So next year, yeah, that's a good possibility. Yeah. Oh, he said. Oh yeah, yeah. He said for the reporters be lying. No, that was something that was on. That was a quote that was on Twitter or something like that. I heard about the Anyway thing. Yeah, that was a quote they said on Twitter about Anyway something. Yeah, any of my videos about Anyway, they be 1,000% correct. I don't. That's why I don't like grabbing information from other people because usually it be like sometimes it be made up or it just be a rumor. But as far as tanking Anyway news, ain't no. It's not. You're not really gonna hear no more tanking Anyway news. It's probably gonna be people making up a lot of tanking Anyway news over the next couple of months or next couple of years, but it ain't no more tanking Anyway news. It already came out like a year ago. Anyway said he don't want to fight him. It's too big or whatever. Definitely not an option right now or for a long time. So yeah, they just fishing for some news between Anyway and Tank, but it ain't nothing to talk about. Yeah, Anyway think he a good fighter. That's about it. Nah, he didn't say that American fighters had no heart. He said that American fighters don't like getting punched in the face. That's what he said, which is kind of stupid because nobody likes getting punched in the face. I mean, what is that? Makes no sense. That's what he had said. So from now on, when he says stuff, he gonna be jumping on it. But nah, he literally said that out his own mouth. Who take Frank Martin fight? I don't know. At 140, Frank Martin can end up. Man, if I don't know because I know Pitbull's still at 135. It could be a situation where Pitbull could turn around and be like, "Hey, I don't know if Shakur will entertain it. I don't know if he's gonna be looking to fight guys without belts for the next 2 years. I know he's probably trying to fight somebody with a belt, but since Keyshawn might get a belt soon, he ain't gonna have that much competition at 35. So you might see him fighting a guy like Pitbull soon if you're not that probably surprise a lot of people. But Pitbull will be a big option. If Tank don't fight Pitbull again, if he end up fighting Ryo or something, because if you Tank your next fight after Lamont Roach, you're gonna want to fight a champion because you probably gonna want another champion on your resume. But if y'all want to make something interesting, I'll throw this out there. A lot of people ain't thought about this yet, but I'll throw this out there. Yeah, that's Forco. Yeah, that's crazy. I'll throw this out there though. If Gary Antoine Russell gets the belt at 140, a lot of people ain't thought about it, but it's a good chance Tank could fight him at 140 if he had a belt. It's not gonna be a reason to fight Ryo then. So maybe they're angling in some way to get Tank in the ring with Gary Russell. Gary Antoine Russell, that'd be crazy. It looks like it though. It could be DC and Baltimore back to back. I'm calling it now. But he gotta get past Ryo though. And that's a stretch. He said, "What percentage you see that Bud and Canelo will be next?" Um, what percentage do I see that being next? I would say right now, percentage. I would say if I had to put a percentage on it, that's a good question. I would say 80% right now because it's a lot of people that Canelo literally said, "Hey, I'm not fighting him." He said he ain't fighting Eubanks no more. We know Janovic not gonna be at. He not gonna go to 68 and just fight Canelo first fight. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. He a good fighter, but he'll get stopped. Um, so it depends on the options that Canelo got. He could fight the William Skull guy again. He want to be a champion, but is that something that's gonna yeah, I feel like 80%, yeah. Because the William Skull guy, he can fight him, but I don't know if he gonna go out of his way to fight him. Canelo wants to fight in Mexico again. I don't know. I ain't put that news out yet, but he want to fight in Mexico again. So, bro, Canelo could literally. I'll say this right now. I ain't put this out yet either, but Canelo could literally get Turkey to put a card on in Mexico, and in 30 minutes he'll be the man. If Canelo put a card on, a Riyadh season card in Mexico, he'll change the game. Is that possibly something that will happen? I don't know yet. I gotta see. I got a little information coming, but Canelo could possibly fight in Mexico against. I don't know. Like with Terrence Crawford sit up here and turn something like that down if they say, "Hey, you got to fight Canelo in Mexico." No, I don't think he'll turn that down. I don't think that'll be turned down. But yeah, he did say he want to fight next. He don't got a lot of options right now. The only option he really got is Diego Pacheco, and it looks like they trying to line that up with Pacheco soon. But it feels like for Pacheco more so September than May. I don't think it's gonna be in May. If I had a dark horse as far as Canelo fight, it would have been Charlo. But him going straight into a Canelo fight without fighting anybody? Nah, that ain't gonna happen. So yeah, it's not a lot of options at 68. They got him Billy, Christian and Billy, but they was gonna have him fight Pacheco at 68, and now he hurt. So I think they would have tried to choose between the winner of Pacheco and Billy. They was gonna try to probably choose the winner of who will fight Canelo, but that's not gonna happen now. It's not a lot of names at 68. I heard Canelo will try to fight that William Skull guy again. But William Skull, he gonna give his belt to whoever paying the most. So if somebody comes and pays him a certain amount of money to fight, he gonna take that. Yeah, they gonna end up making Iglesias fight in Billy. Yeah, they gonna end up making that fight happen. It's gonna be an in-house fight too. Yeah, they were gonna try to make him fight Pacheco, but that's not happening now. Yeah, man, Munguia got that last guy. I mean, the guy he got now, I mean, he's all right, but come on, man. He could have at least fought Ronald Graville, the guy who Benavidez fought for his first world title. He could have fought him. That dude 37, but he's better than the guy he's fighting now. Yeah, at least Berlanga called out some names, man. He trying to fight Caleb Plant or something. I'll take that. But Munguia did say he's gonna fight Benavidez before he retires. I mean, that's good news, I guess. I don't know if he knows that Benavidez is gonna be a cruiserweight, but if you know what I know, it makes sense. Yeah, they getting older. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to fight Canelo at 68. It's not gonna be easy. That's not easy. I don't see a lot of people beating Canelo right now. Yeah, it's definitely not gonna be easy. You think Beterbiev stop Bivol? Yeah, I think he does too. If Bivol pull this off, ooh, Canelo might have a change of plans right there, man. I know Canelo will try to get Bivol in the ring by May. It will make a lot of sense. Yeah, like Ryder and Berlanga did. Yeah, they took a lot of punishment in that fight. And waited too late too. Yeah, Canelo, he did the same. I mean, he fought what's his name? He fought Munguia, Berlanga, and Charlo different. Same result, one knockdown, and got dog walked for the rest of the fight. Munguia was working early though. He gave Canelo a tough fight, but Canelo was too good, man. Way too good. He said Roy Jones was a better middleweight super. Oh yeah, Roy Jones was Roy Jones was a beast. Roy Jones was jumping weight classes like I didn't know what that was until I seen Roy Jones. I remember I asked my brother, I was like, bro, why Roy Jones fat? He was like, oh, he moved up in some weight classes. Yeah, Roy was different, man. Roy Jones fought any and everybody. I know I heard a couple people say he ain't fought this guy. I mean, man, come on. We gonna be picky about Roy Jones' resume? What are we doing? Yeah, but from what I seen now, man, them guys at 140 putting together some nice resumes though. The guys who winning and losing. Like Paro's resume has been getting better. I expect him to keep fighting good competition. Hitchins has a good resume right now. Teofimo has a good resume at 40. It's not the best, but it's decent. Got Sandro Martin on it. Sandro Martin got a good resume. I forget about him. I'm trying to see if that Puello fight is going to be on a certain card or what. I thought that fight was going to be on ESPN or something, but look like it's going to be on PBC. Sandro Martin is on ESPN now. I mean, Top Rank. He signed with Top Rank, so he said Hagler versus Jones. Yeah, that would have been a good fight. Prime Roy Jones against Hagler. As much as I like Roy Jones, man, I might have to go with Hagler, bro. I'm gonna be real. Yeah, Roy Jones is one of the ones. Yeah, Roy Jones was a problem. I seen a couple of Roy Jones fights that was on like free cable back in the day. I was like, man, I can't believe his fights on free cable. You said in the Hitchins versus Tiafimo fight, who do I favor today? I would say Hitchins right now, but if Hitchins don't fight Tiafimo next, and I feel like Tiafimo probably gonna improve his next fight he fight in, I'll probably go with him. If he looks spectacular his next fight. And it's a good chance he might look spectacular. I don't think they'll fight next though. It's gonna be a hard chance they're gonna fight next. Tiafimo ain't trying to cross the street unless it's worth it, you know what I'm saying? Because like you said, he ain't made $1 million yet. If it's a fight where he can make $1 million, he gonna make it. But which the fight would, it'll be a big fight in New York. Build it up. That'll be a huge fight. Two guys who talk trash. Oh yeah, that'll be a epic. Yeah, that'll be good. In New York, that'll be a classic fight. But if Tiafimo looks spectacular working with Eddie Reynoso and Canelo team, his next fight, I'll probably give him the edge. But the way Hitchins was counterpunching last night, I definitely give him the edge right now. Because I don't think just off of Tiafimo boxing ability right now, he ain't jabbing like he supposed to. Until Tiafimo fix that jab issue, he got, I can't trust his boxing right now. That's why the knockouts ain't coming. He ain't throwing that jab no more like that. And it was crazy because recently he said he got PTSD from fighting Cambosis. Basically, he was saying he don't do the same thing he used to. I'm like, dang, he said he got PTSD from fighting Cambosis. This boy, wow. Yeah, he a wild one, man. That man said he got PTSD from fighting him. He said, do you believe Shakur ducked the Tank one fight deal? No, they ain't had no one fight deal. Who said they got a one fight deal? Somebody said Tank got a one fight deal? Who said that? Who said Tank had a one fight deal offer with Shakur? Who offered Shakur a one fight deal? They put that out in the news? He said a dude from PBC said that. What? Nah. That can't be what he said. I know he ain't tell that lie. You know how you know he lying about that? Let me tell you how you know he lying. Because Oscar was talking to, he was telling everybody about when Shakur was When he was trying to sign Shakur to the Golden Boy. When he was like, I ain't gonna sign you the Golden Boy. I mean, I ain't gonna let you fight Zepeda unless you sign the Golden Boy. Yeah, them scorecards, man, they be doing it crazy, man. Sometimes they do that just so it won't look like it was a blowout on the record books. They be like, oh, that was a close fight. So I guess in the history books, they wanted to make it look like it was a close fight. He said he wanted the dude he won't do a fight with Shakur because he wanted a multiple fight deal, a multiple years, long term. Oh yeah, I heard about that. Y'all talking about the long term? Shakur wanted a long term deal or something. Oh, that's what y'all talking about. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, I heard about that. I don't know what I put the video out when all that stuff was coming out. Um, I forgot about it now because there was so much going on. But I knew the first people that Shakur was talking to was PBC, and he just ain't want to put him on blast. He tried not to put him on blast. You know what I'm saying? But he not trying to put PBC on blast. But right now PBC is how do I say this? They are like contractors right now. You know what I'm saying? They sending fighters to fight in Japan, and they'll send a fighter to fight in Texas on a Jake Paul card. Well, two fighters. Well, more than that, I think. And that's the spot they in right now. So Shakur, they ain't really got no space for him right now to do anything. I mean, the fights that PBC got, they can't even do in-house fights right now. So ain't no way they can do anything for Shakur and Tank right now. PBC got to get their in-house fights together, man. Right now, it don't look like they're gonna be around long. They shutting it down. They ain't got no app. They don't have an app. Not really too much going on right now. Yeah, a lot of the fighters that's on the zone right now making a name for themselves. They was on PBC, so Hitchins was affiliated with a lot of things they had going on as far as when he was with Mayweather. A lot of people. PBC didn't let a lot of talent walk away already. So for sure, for Shakur to even come over there and try to get a fight, they should be happy. Talking about what he wanted. Everybody else leaving right now. Boots done left. They ain't got. I mean, I don't know what. I don't see Wilder over there no more. So it's like it ain't too much going on right now at PBC. They don't really got no heavyweights. So the fact they ain't got that many heavyweights like that really active, it's most likely a wrap. Yeah, it's most likely a wrap, man. I mean, fighting once a year, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why people don't see it. I don't know why people don't see it coming. A lot of people say, yeah, that's how the business is. Yeah, before it dies. Before it dies. You ain't supposed to be fighting one time a year. Look at it. If you look at all these old fighters' resumes and you look at the resumes of the fighters today, they're not fighting enough. Not fighting enough. Yeah, they gotta fix the activity issue though. Even with the fights we got from Loma over the years, like he hasn't fought that much for what, like twice a year? Sometimes once a year. Yeah, they ain't been giving us enough fights for a while now though. And they like it because then they can stretch a fighter's career. They ain't gotta sit up here and put them in the ring 3 or 4 times. They can be like, yeah, I just put them in there once. Boom. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it works. It definitely works. They're not mad they put Canelo in the ring twice a year. That's all they need. Now, if everyone was saying, man, I don't know, this 2 fights a year, that ain't enough for me, man. Then he'll probably be fighting 3 or 4 times a year, but the man is kind of low right now. They better do something though. That's why a lot of these fighters left these companies. They've been fighting for free for a long time. Now they like, man, I'm finna sign with Eddie Hearn. Give me some real money. It's a lot of guys bro. It's no way. Like Kambosos, they made 10 million in the fight, and these dudes ain't got no money for Shakur or these other guys. It's like, come on, man. So yeah, something got to give after a while. They paying the wrong people. That's why I was saying a couple of weeks ago. I was like, man, they spent a lot of money on that Jake Paul fight on the undercard. They got people on co-main event making $6 million, bro. That's how much money people make when they fight Canelo or something. 6 million for a co-main event. But you know, Tank, that press conference, I was like, whoa. Yeah, they need to start spreading some money around or something. Yeah, that press conference definitely wasn't it, man. I was disappointed. But yeah, that goes to show though, man, the money is low right now. Everybody gotta go through Turkey right now. Yeah, they could put on some good fights this year, but held out too much. But yeah, man, that's all I was gonna talk about today, man. I was just coming through, chopping it up a little bit. But I'm gonna be back on with y'all tomorrow. Appreciate everybody for coming through, hitting the like button for me. Appreciate it.